Good morning. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am going to go over what a typical day in my life looks like. I am about 26 weeks or so pregnant, and I have a 2.5-year-old named James. James usually wakes up anywhere between 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning. As much as I hate waking up early, I do appreciate when he wakes up closer to 6:30 because it does make for an easier bedtime. He also usually wakes up anywhere between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. and because I'm too lazy to put him back to sleep, I usually scoop him up and we go into the guest bedroom, and then once he wakes up for the day, we'll slither into my bedroom and cuddle for a little bit. So now we are gonna go downstairs. I'm cleaning up my mess from last night. I had a craving for a bowl of cereal, So my house is kind of a disaster, by the way. I typically don't like to do any cleaning on Saturdays and Sundays, so I can soak in the time that I have as a family of 3 with my husband being home from work. And I usually try to tidy up on Mondays, but like I said, I am pregnant and I just did not feel like it yesterday, so we're gonna try to get some of that done today. Now it's time for James's breakfast, something super easy today because, like I said, I'm pregnant and I was just trying to do the bare minimum today. And here's a band-aid from when I cut myself last night. Also, by the way, oh my gosh, I just realized how much added sugar is in maple syrup, and I was disgusted and very, very saddened. So ever since then, I have just been doing the bare minimum, just a small drizzle of maple syrup, just to entice James to want to eat his breakfast, because I do have a very picky eater on my hands. So, like I said, very picky eater. Today he did not want his waffles and strawberries and asked for yogurt. So I get more and more desperate to get him to eat whatever the heck he's willing to eat. So I agreed, and now it's time to water my plants. I typically like to water my plants every other Monday, and what I just sprinkled on top are some used coffee grounds. So I'm really hoping, I've heard good things, and I'm hoping that they do good things for my sweet little plant that I have out there. And as I was cleaning up after James, I decided to eat what he didn't eat, and it was actually so delicious. And James, shortly after, asked for a snack. So I said, best I can do for you is a bagel, a cream cheese bagel, and he agreed. So while the bagel is in the toaster, I'm going to continue trying to get things done, because this specific morning, James was a little angel and was okay with letting me get a few things done around the house. This is not my favorite scent of this cleaner, but I always get that cleaner at TJ Maxx and I really, really recommend it. So now as I cream cheese this bagel for James, and I'm also going to have a little bit of it, this is typically about the time that I will eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and have a little bit of time with the Lord. I pray and I start to read where I left off in the Bible. I am trying to read it cover to cover at the moment. I am in the book of Samuel, and I did not have any coffee in my house this morning, so I was really struggling, and that's okay because my play date of the morning is a coffee date, so soon enough I will get my hands on a cup of joe. Also, by the way, the only thing that I wash my face with ever is just antibacterial soap. I like Dove, I like their cucumber scent, and it's cheap, it's effective, and then the only thing that I do to moisturize my face, which I'll show you in just a few minutes, is some good old-fashioned Aveeno lotion.
Mommy's getting
That's
ready
it.
for the day, baby.
This is my favorite part of the day, where I just get to moisturize my face and give myself a little massage. It's seriously the best part of my day.
I just peed myself. I really just peed myself. That was the most I've ever done. I'm gonna get myself cleaned up and then get back to the voiceover.
So, as you can see now, I am trying to get a little bit of laundry done. I'm just trying to tidy up the upstairs in general.
Please.
Alright, so I have to meet my friend around 9:45, so I have a little bit of time to just do a quick face of makeup. I just do my eyebrows and mascara. I try to do that every day. Not every day does it happen, but I very rarely wear a full face of makeup, although I really love it when I do because it makes me feel so good and amazing. I'm just showing you what products I use. That mascara I just picked up from TJ Maxx. I am the biggest cheapo on the planet when it comes to a lot of things. So yeah, if I find a mascara at TJ Maxx that's $6 for the tube, then I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, you got your guy.
Alright, now I am packing up my stuff so I can get ready to go to our play date. We are going to, like I said, we're going on a coffee date, and I'm just showing you what my everyday lip product is because it's so affordable. I think it's $12 for the tube, and it lasts a long time, and I love it so much.
You about ready to go?
again, since this is a realistic day in my life, I'm going to show you what my car looks like. It is a disaster. It's so embarrassing. The toys are one thing, but there's seriously trash and food everywhere. I really need to get this cleaned out. And here I am. I'm doing the walk of shame because I left my sunglasses in the house. I parked at my friend's house and she lives walking distance from this coffee shop, so it was such a beautiful day to walk. I'm just so thankful. I love this place. It's seriously the best coffee shop in Greenville if you're local, day drinkers, and they have this cute area in the back for kids. So now we're home. I typically like to start lunch around 11:30. What you cannot here, you can kind of see my poor baby in the background. Gosh, he was having such a rough time. He had such a rough night of sleep. He was so tired, and he typically doesn't have meltdowns, but he did today. So I just quickly reheated some leftovers that I had, some stir fry from Trader Joe's with some chicken that we just cubed and sauteed over some instant white rice. Super cheap, super easy, super delicious. And James said that he didn't want anything to eat, so I just agreed to just play trains with him while I ate. And of course, he at some point calmed down and decided that he was ready to have some lunch. So I left him upstairs to play with his trains while I went downstairs and just made him a super quick and easy lunch so we can try to make it to bed, make it to nap time by 12:30. And here I am while the food is being microwaved, just trying to scarf down to finish my meal. And I decided to pair his little sausage with some apple that he loves. He loves apples, but he will only eat them with the skin off. So, you know, you just got to do what you got to do to please your toddler. And he's eating in the playroom. I don't care. I pick my battles, and that's just one that I'm not willing to fight. If you can see that black tarp that's covering James's window, we could not find any curtains that really blacked out the space. So we just painter's taped a piece of tarp that I found off of Amazon, and it works perfect. So now I'm just kind of darkening up the space. James wakes up and then we cuddle. He's so sweet after his nap. So typically he'll nap between 12:30 and 1:30, and usually I don't let it happen any later because, like I said, an easier bedtime. Tums, pregnant girl problems. If you know, you know. Okay, so now we move downstairs. James is in a good mood. He's finishing up the apples that he didn't finish before his nap time, so he's snacking. And I'm just gonna try to tidy up the living room a little bit. Caffeinated from our play date, I am ready to tackle some more cleaning downstairs. Gonna do the dishes, gonna put the dishes away, yada yada yada. a little bit of time to kill before our next play date, our afternoon play date, and so James is gonna play outside a little bit. I did step out there and have a little bit of time with him as well, but now we are ready to head out and go to a playground with some friends. And y'all, oh my gosh, I am so ashamed to admit that we picked up takeout super duper last minute. I was seriously going to cook, but by the way, we never eat Little Caesars. I don't remember the last time I had it or the last time that I picked it out on my own, but it was so good. And typically my husband will get home anywhere between 5:30 and 6. So after he had a little bit of pizza, he took James on a walk so I could have a little bit of time to relax. And as we play a little bit with James before bedtime, I managed to switch over my laundry from earlier that day, and then around 6:45 we typically like to start bath time. We typically only give him a bath every other day, and then I really hope to get him into bed by 7:15, lights off around 7:15. James ate like crap again for dinner, so he's eating another apple. And so we're running a little behind schedule, but he's eating his apple, then I'm gonna brush his teeth, and then we're gonna read a book, and then we're gonna go to bed. And hopefully he goes down quick. My sweet boy. It took a while for him to go to bed, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay tuned for another video.